What's up, football fans? Welcome to Frank Football Zone, your home of the latest football news, match analysis, transfer market, and everything good that goes around this beautiful game of football. My name is Frank, and if you love the game, then you are in the right place. Remember to subscribe, comment, share, and like as well so that we can talk football. And today I touch on matters Chelsea and Aston Villa. And just to be specific on matters Chelsea, the right wing position. I mean the left wing position where we have Mikhailo Mudryk, we have Pedro Neto, and we have Gitens. Looking at these three players, let me commence by Mikhailo Mudryk. He has been away for 2 years because of the doping case, and finally the case came to an end and he came back to play for this club. And in the look of things, and it has been confirmed that Mikhailo Mudryk will eventually leave Chelsea on loan. Strasbourg, the sister club to Chelsea, was an option, but Mudryk prefers to remain in the Premier League, which is a very good decision because he will adapt to this league. He will have time to understand the league very well, the intensity, the pressing, and everything around the Premier League. Unlike when he goes to Strasbourg, that's the Farmers League, he might be a good player there, and then when he comes back to the Premier League, he will struggle. But he has made a decision, a very good decision, to remain in the Premier League. And so far, Leeds sent their first bid to Chelsea, and Chelsea rejected it. But Leeds are still on it. They are really interested in Mikhailo Mudryk. The other team is Coventry City. This is a team that is Coventry City is led by Frank Lampard. Remember, Lampard is a Chelsea legend. He was a coach there, he was a player there. He's really interested in Mikhailo Mudryk. Remember, they once worked together when Lampard was an interim coach at Chelsea. So Coventry City, the newly promoted, they are really interested in Mikhailo Mudryk, and it has been confirmed that Mudryk will leave on loan. So up to now, nobody knows that where will end up. Maybe will end up at Leeds or maybe at Coventry City. Let's see, and let me know in the comment below. What is your take on Mudryk leaving on loan? Would you like him to stay or would you like him to leave? Let me know in the comment section. The other player is Pedro Neto. Neto is on Manchester City's list. He's also on Al Hilal's list in Saudi Arabia. And when it comes to Saudi Arabia clubs, Chelsea value Pedro Neto at 100 million euros. So if there will be movements around Pedro Neto to any of the teams in Saudi Arabia, of which Al Hilal are leading the race, these Saudi Arabia clubs will have to table 100 million euros for them to get Pedro Neto. But as for Manchester City, they find this price tag to be a bit higher and they're not ready to pay the 100M. So if City will really come in for Neto, I believe there will be negotiations below 100 because, as we all know, Marmoush is heading to Tottenham Hotspurs. So Manchester City will need a replacement. And Enzo Maresca, having worked with Pedro Neto at Chelsea, he is interested in Neto to join him at Manchester City. So let's see if Neto will leave to City or to Al Hilal, or maybe he might remain. Nobody knows. Let me know in the comment section as well. Do you want Neto to leave for 100 million to Saudi Arabian clubs? Would you like him to go to Manchester City with a bit of a negotiation that will be lower than 100M, or would you like him to stay? Let me know in the comments. And the other player is Gitens. Roma have sent a bid to sign Gitens on loan, but Chelsea have rejected the bid. They want Gitens to stay. They want him to adapt to the Premier League. Remember, he was signed a season ago from the Bundesliga side, Borussia Dortmund. And last season was not good for him. He looked raw. And also he was unlucky with the injuries. So this is going to be his first full season. Let's see if he will hit the ground running. But his bid to join Roma on loan has been rejected. There have been rumors that Chelsea don't want to loan him, they want to cash him out. But those are just rumors, they have not been confirmed yet. But Chelsea have rejected the Roma deal and they want him to stay. And look at these three players. It seems there will be movement around them, except Gitens, and things might change. The Chelsea might decide to sell him. Football is full of surprises. So there is movement around these three wingers. And that means if all of them will leave, or if two of them will leave, then these two things will happen. One, Morgan Rogers will be used as a winger in that position to compete with Gitens if Gitens will remain. Two, Chelsea will go in for a winger because there's no way this is a new season, then we go without a right or a left winger. It will not be possible. I mean, a right winger, it will not be possible. So this means if there will be movements of which it is confirmed that Mudryk will leave on loan, so we shall remain with Gitens and Neto. Neto also, there will be movements around him maybe. So if Neto will leave, then Rogers will not play as a number 10. He will play as a winger. And in some occasions, Xabi Alonso normally uses two number 10s. So for this case, Palmer will be a right-sided number 10. Then Rogers will be a left-sided number 10. So Caicedo will play alone as a defensive midfielder. Then he will use Palmer and Rogers as his two number 10s. But for this case, now that we shall have only Gitens to that position, Xabi Alonso will not use two number 10s. Rogers will be forced to play as a winger. So that's the first thing. The second thing is Chelsea might sign a new winger. And if Gitens, Mudryk, and Neto, all of them will leave, then Chelsea will go in for two wingers or maybe one to compete with Morgan Rogers. So let me know in the comment section about the wingers. Neto, Mudryk, Gitens. Let me know in the comments. What is your take on them? Then the other transfer that is a bit causing issues is about Enzo Fernandez. In my opinion, there is no need of keeping players who are not happy. You know, Enzo Fernandez is not a big player for this club. Because at the moment, I don't think if Chelsea is a big player. There's no need of keeping a player who is not happy. We've seen his photos in training. His friends are happy, they are enjoying, but he's just gloomy, has put on that gloomy face, you know. It clearly indicates this player is not happy with this club. Why don't you just cash him out? Just sell Enzo Fernandez, replace him with Fabian Ruiz or Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace. Because this is a new season, and we can clearly see there have been a shift, there have been a change in the transfer strategies of this club from only young players to experienced ones. We have a new coach who understands football very well. We don't want to have chaos in the dressing room. You know, a player who's not happy, there's no need of keeping him. So in my own opinion, just leave. Let Enzo Fernandez leave. Cash him out. And Manchester City, please. You are the only team remaining that is interested in Enzo. Why don't you just bring the 120 and get him immediately? Remember, you've sold Rodri. Bernardo Silva has also left. KDB left a season ago. Enzo Fernandez is on the market. He worked with the Enzo of Maresca at Chelsea for around 1 or 2 seasons. You know? So, City just come for Enzo Fernandez at once. Let's complete the deal and forget about it. And replace Enzo with Fabian Ruiz or Adam Wharton. I think it will be a good thing for this club and finish this transfer early enough so that we can complete this window early enough before the league or before the transfer window comes to an end. So let me know in the comment section what is your take on Enzo Fernandez, because he has been in the media throughout before even the transfer window opened. When he was still at the World Cup, his agent was moving here and there talking negative about Chelsea. They expected Real Madrid will come in, but Madrid communicated that they are not going to sign Enzo Fernandez. So Manchester City is the only team remaining. So City just bring the money and get Enzo Fernandez. But let me know in the comment section, what is your take on Enzo Fernandez? Do you want him to stay or do you want him to leave? Then the final topic that I want to talk about in this video is about Aston Villa. You know, this is a team that has really shocked many of us because they have broken their starting 11 into pieces. Yuri Tielemans, one of the best players last season, joined Manchester United. Watkins is on his way to Saudi Arabia. Lucas Digne joined PSG. Morgan Rogers joined Chelsea. Then Ezri Konsa joined Arsenal. These are 5 players who are in the starting 11 for the last, I think, 2 or 3 seasons. They have now sold them. These are first 11 players that have been sold. And even if they are going to sign other players, it will take time for these players to adapt. It will take time for them to to build that chemistry with the coach and the remaining players. So in my opinion, Aston Villa is going to struggle this season because they have sold almost half of their starting 11. Because if there are 11 players, then they have sold 5. And the transfer window is still open. Their goalkeeper might end up at Juventus, you know. So I think Villa will struggle because they have broken their starting 11. They are starting from zero. And imagine starting from zero with players like Garnacho. It will be hard for them. Anyway, let me know in the comment section on issues about Mudryk, Neto, Gitens, Enzo Fernandez, and also Aston Villa issues selling their starting 11 players. Let me know in the comments what is your take on everything I've talked about. Thank you. Remember to subscribe, share, comment, and let's enjoy this new 2026-2027 season. You'll be getting all the updates here. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.